Klaviyo Welcome Series Flow Tutorial. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at Klaviyo and how you can use this email marketing platform to push your sales, drive your sales, and increase your revenue. So first of all, we are going to sign up to Klaviyo, and once you have, it'll take about a minute or so, you will get straight onto this page over here. Now, this home page basically provides you with an overview of everything that is happening in your business. If you have linked a Shopify store, then it'll tell you exactly what is happening with all the things in your Shopify store. So from your campaigns to flows, emails, SMS, conversion rates, your flows, who is performing best, your recent campaigns, and so forth. Now, if you go onto the left-hand side over here to the toolbar, you will see that there is a flows button, and we're going to just tap on that. And once we're in there, we can now create a flow. Now, this is the most important flow that you're going to make. The reason is a welcome series flow is the first point that you get to communicate with a customer or a potential customer and encourage your customer to make a purchase. So this is the flows page, and what you can do is on the right hand side you can see a create flow, and you're just going to tap on that and it'll bring you to a bunch of different options. So what we want to do is you can either create a flow from scratch on the right hand side over here. However, we are going to tap over here and we're going to type in welcome series, and you can see here that you can choose either a customer versus non-customer, and this will change your flow completely. We're going to go over to the right hand side and we're going to tap on the welcome series standard, and that welcomes new subscribers with a 3-email series that provides an introduction to your company, to your products, and so forth. So it brings us now to this page right over here, and it says this is the welcome series and this is where you start setting it up. Now on the left hand side you can give it a name. You can leave it the welcome series, or you can change it to a customized name that you can refer to later on. Then the trigger on the left hand side, this is the most important button that you will actually use here. So this trigger is what will happen when the newsletter is created. And then we're going to go right down to the bottom and we're going to tap on create flow. And right over here now you can see the main part of the page. You can actually start editing each step in this flow. So right from the beginning, the trigger, once you tap on that on the left hand side, it brings up a bunch of options. Now once we go in here, you can change the listing. You can then also enter a filter. So once we tap on the filter, we can add a flow filter right over here. And if we are wanting to filter out certain people so that not everybody is getting this email, we can tap right over here and it says when someone has done or not done. It's the first one here. And once you have selected that one, you can now say the person has, and you can choose what the person has done. And we can just tap in the search bar over here and we can say placed order right over there. You can tap on that. And now, as it says here, the person has placed an order at least once, and we can actually just change that to 0 times. And then you can tap on the next box and you can go all the way down to since starting this flow. We can just tap on that. Now, all in all, what it is basically saying here is when someone has not placed an order since they have started this flow over here that we're building, then they will receive this newsletter. So at the bottom left hand side now you can tap on save, And once you do that, that is now saved. You can preview the trigger setup, but for now, we can go onto the right-hand side again, and we can start editing our email. So as you can see here, the welcome series email number 1. And there we can tap the 3 dots in the top right-hand side, and you can see now that you can edit, preview, clone, or delete. We're going to tap on edit, and now you have the opportunity to edit the email. Here you can now edit your email. So over here, you can change the name of the email. I'm going to leave it exactly like that. And then you can change your subject line. You can make that whatever it is that you want. There is a subject line AI assistant right over here. You can just tap on that and you can actually have some assistance. Then you have your preview text. So this is what shows up in the inbox before the email is actually opened. Your name, or if you have somebody else that's sending the email, you can put that there, and then the email address, and you can tap on this, use this as your reply to address. If you don't, you can add in a reply to address. Now up on the right hand side, you will actually see that there is an template sitting here, and this is basically what your email will look like. So on the top right hand side, you can actually edit this email. So you can change the template completely. You can save this template, and then you could also edit as plain text. So we're going to leave this exactly the way it is now, and once you tap on it, it will give you the actual preview of the email. So going back over here, you can now change the details of the email. So we can just say edit email, and once you edit email, you can change all of this text over here. You can change the header. You can change all the details of the actual email itself. So on the left hand side, you will see there are text blocks, image blocks. You can split some of the elements that are on here, and as you go down, there are some further buttons, headers, and so forth. So on the right hand side, this is what it actually looks like, and whatever you're tapping on the email preview, you can edit on the left hand side over here. So I've just tapped on that image, and you can change that image right over here by tapping replace, or you can edit it, or you can remove it completely. As you want to continue editing this, you can tap on each element, and on the left hand side you will have your toolbar, and you can change that text. You can change the size of the text, the style of the text, and everything you want to change about that. Once you are complete there, you can tap on done on the left hand side, and it'll bring you straight back over here. And once you're happy with your email and all your details are in here, you can just scroll down and you can see all of this. You can also add a button, your social links to the bottom if you'd like to. And then when we're done with this, we can just go to the top right hand side, and you see there is a drop down menu. You can either say return to flow or save and exit. Now we're going to go to return to flow because we haven't actually finished the flow itself. So once you get back into this flow page, you can now add in the next step. So once that email has been sent, we have a timestamp over here, and this over here is a delay. So on the left hand side, you'll see that it's set for 3 days. You can set it to whatever it is that you want. You can also change the delay until a specific time of the day, and then specific days of the week. So once you've done that, then after that time period, you will have this second email being sent. Again, you can tap on the 3 dots, and you can just tap on edit, and you can now edit this email. So whatever it is that you want to say in this second email, you can just do so right over here. Once we are done with that, we can scroll down and you can see the rest of your flow. And right over here, there is another timestamp, and you can now edit that if you need to. And as you tap on it, you'll see on the left hand side again, right over here, there are all the details of that time stamp or that time delay, and whatever changes you make on the bottom of the page, you can just tap on save, and that will then be saved. Now, let's say perhaps thereafter there is a third email and you don't want that email there. The three dots, you can just tap on that, and then you can just tap on delete. Now, once that is complete, and you see over here it says exit right at the bottom, and that is now the last email that will be sent, and thereafter the client will not be in this flow. So let's say perhaps we would like to add in a time delay, so we can just tap on any one of these boxes, and you can see here, if you tap on it again on the left hand side, you can actually take action. So you can enter any one of these. So as you can see here, an email, SMS, update, profile, property, notification, a wig, hook, and then you have a time delay and a logic. So here with the logic, the conditional split, if you want to enter that in, you just tap down, hold it, and you can drag it, and it'll be a new box. Now, a conditional split is right over here. As you can see, if your customer is doing one thing, then this is what will happen, and if the customer is not doing so, then this is what will happen, and that'll be on the right hand side, as you can see over here. So once you are complete with that, you can also add in a further time delay. You can just drag it and drop it wherever you need to drop it. And as you can see here, we can then configure the time delay on the left hand side. If you tap on it, it gives you all the details. And once you are happy with your flow, I think, between 3 and 4 emails generally do the trick to get the customer to make a purchase. Once you're happy with that, you can, on the top right hand side, you can say update action statuses, and if you want to manage your flow, you can add into your past profiles, you can edit the details of the flow, and then on the left hand side you can just tap on save, and now this flow has been saved. And there we go, creating a welcome series flow in Klaviyo is simple, it's straightforward, it's a fantastic tool, it's easy to use, and if you use it correctly, it will increase your revenue. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Cheers for now.